Welcome to TIA Now, the online video network for the Telecommunications Industry Association. Today, we're here at the launch of the Advanced Wireless Research Initiative, launched by and announced by the White House today, and in partnership and led by the National Science Foundation, and also supported by US Ignite. And with me is Bill Wallace, Executive Director of US Ignite. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good to be here.
So today's a real exciting day. Yesterday was a really exciting day with the FCC announcement. And so when you're looking at broadband going forward here in the United States, what do you see happening, and how are these two initiatives going to impact U.S. broadband?
Both the decision yesterday at the FCC and the announcement of the Advanced Wireless Research Consortium is going to dramatically improve the capabilities of networks to provide citizen services going forward. Right now we have some cities that have gigabit fiber networks, wired networks. The decision yesterday of the FCC and what we're talking about here will add a complement of wireless gigabit speeds that will enable Internet of Things and sensor networks that cities have to provide better citizen services and traffic management, water management, education, public safety, and what have you. Many, many applications and services that cannot be done today on today's wireless networks.
So a lot of opportunity there for what's coming in the future.
Huge amount of opportunity that is comparable or more than the opportunities that have been wrestled to the ground over the last 5 or 10 years. But yesterday's decision of the FCC actually quadrupled the amount of wireless spectrum that's going to be available for U.S. companies to take advantage of for the benefit of their customers. And this is a uniquely American approach to innovation, which is bottom up. Both of these initiatives are designed to take advantage of industry research, but also combine that with university research to make sure that end user needs are met in the right way, fast, and that new ideas, breakthrough ideas, are rushed through the pipeline a lot faster than they might otherwise be.
One of the things that US Ignite is going to be supporting in this initiative is bringing together a 20-member industry consortium.
Right.
So you're going to be looking for particular kinds of companies. How are you going to choose them?
Well, we've been working with a number of companies across the wireless ecosystem, including carriers, manufacturers, software providers, and chip manufacturers. And every company's invited to participate if they're involved in the wireless industry, and 21 companies and associations have already signed up. We're looking for more to join us. Together, they have contributed $35 million of cash and in-kind contributions that will be pooled with NSF funding of $50 million to create an $85 million resource pool to set up 4 platforms across 4 different cities to take advantage of research in wireless that'll be 3 to 6 years out. So it's not research that's occurring in the next 1 to 2 years for commercialization purposes, a little farther out. But it's kind of like the way the U.S. and NSF has supported innovation in the U.S. for the last 25, 30 years.
And when I last saw you in June, we were at the Smart Cities Innovation Summit in Austin, Texas. Very exciting to see everything that was happening over there. Yeah. And so when you're with these 4 cities and the powers that are going to be over there, these cities are going to be advanced on a whole other level.
Correct.
What impact do you think that this will have on those cities, and also then on smart cities initiatives across the United States going forward?
Those 4 cities, you may be familiar with the Department of Transportation challenge that occurred. This will be a process very similar to that, where 4 cities will compete to win this platform, advanced research platform status. With that will come some portion of what is $50 million a year of NSF funding, plus company funding. And I think, as Chairman Wheeler said and Dr. Holdren, this is going to be kind of create a magnet for global research in wireless. And so for the cities, there'll be 3 real benefits. They'll create a core capability in wireless tools and techniques. They will provide opportunities for students to learn more about wireless, to create jobs and economic development. And then finally, they'll have new and improved services for citizens using the Internet of Things to provide, as I mentioned, better optimized traffic, better water management, better public safety, better education opportunities, distance education that can't be done today. And as you mentioned, on the gigabit wireless side, this is a whole new frontier because we haven't had this in the past.
When you're looking at the kinds of services and the kinds of elements that can be brought and the research that can be done actually on these powers, these 4 powers, what do you think would be some of the most vital research that could be done on them to lead us into those next generations in plural networks that are going to come down the pike?
And the research topics will be defined through a combination of university input and company research based on what their customers are seeking. And there's a technology called millimeter wave, which is what enables super fast wireless internet, gigabit speeds. There are things like dynamic spectrum sharing that will enable us to use the existing spectrum more efficiently, below 6 gigahertz. There are white space opportunities. You may have heard of TV white space, and this is the research that could open up that, unlock that for rural areas and other areas that may need broadband that don't have it today. And then also just the whole area of getting cloud resources closer to citizens in the cities as opposed to going off having to send data to a distant cloud that adds latency and time going forward. But every city service can be enhanced, I would argue, through this advanced wireless initiative, and will be. And it may not be next year, but it'll be 3 or 4 years out down the road.
It's going to be touched. Everything's going to be touched, probably.
Yeah. You know, Chicago has what's called an array of things project, where they've got sensors that measure not only public safety issues like gunshots, but also environmental measurements and pollen count. So you can understand not only how the city's environment is affecting health of citizens, but also safety and other items.
It's very exciting news. So when you're looking at the success metrics that you want to see coming out of this initiative, what would you say are you looking for?
Well, you know, when the first internet was rolled out in the 90s, people didn't really know what to do with it until Mosaic came along, the first browser, and then this first search engine, Alta Vista. We're looking for application and services that will be in that category of breakthrough. But this will be 5 or 6 years from now, where we say, if we didn't have this technology breakthrough, we wouldn't have had this service comparable to the browser or the search engine in the first place.
So we're going to be seeing all kinds of new Googles and Facebooks coming up?
Oh yeah, inevitably. And,
very exciting time.
I think Chairman Wheeler said that 1,600,000 jobs have been created as a result of past wireless investments. I think we're looking at a chance to double that, or even more.
Thank you so much, Bill, for being with us.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
And thank you for joining us. And please visit tianow.org for more videos. So long.